Hey there, you're watching Amitha Verma. This week, I am in a little bit of a dilemma and I really wanted to get your help with a project that I am working on. Now, this week especially, I want you to watch all the way to the end, and then when you're done watching, I want you to leave a comment in the comment section and tell me plan A or plan B. We are going to be renovating an older home built probably around the 70s, and there are a couple of issues that I wanted to address them before we just jumped into putting beautiful tile and crystal and chandeliers and all of those gorgeous finishes that you see at the very end. The problem with this kitchen is several-fold. For one, the kitchen is very small, and I can't imagine, if this were my home, cooking in this space. It's super crowded, very small, and probably would allow for maybe one person at a time. Also, when the people are sitting at the bar, they're going to be looking into the kitchen instead of this beautiful courtyard on the other side. And then last, what I don't like about this kitchen is it's in one section of the house where you don't really have a clear eye line to the main family room or the only family room in this house. Now for me, being a mom of 2 boys and having our pet Coco or my friends come over or my parents, I love being able to be in the kitchen and cook and also be able to visit with friends and family while they're relaxing in our family room. So this led me to pump the brakes and decide to create a new renovation plan or a new floor plan to see if we could make this house flow better. Now here's what I'm thinking. We have 2 different options that I want to share with you. The first one, I'm going to call it kitchen in the middle. The house originally has the kitchen in the middle, and since we don't know what the renovation is going to cost us, we thought it might be prudent to design a kitchen keeping it in the middle. Now, in this plan, I did make a couple of changes. We've removed some of the walls, like this bar wall, and also removed the wall between the kitchen and the dining room to open up the space a lot more. By doing that, we were able to create a longer bank of cabinets on the back of the kitchen wall and create a center island that didn't exist before. This naturally flows into the dining room, which a house this small doesn't really need a dining room and a breakfast room. So we decided to consolidate this into one area. Now by doing this let us have some really neat features in this house, like a walk-in pantry and an office. So it's an exciting option because it's probably going to be the least expensive, consolidates and uses the dining room and breakfast room in one space to allow for some more areas. But I'm not 100% sure because I still don't have that sight line to the family room. I do love this great perimeter wall of cabinets and this beautiful island, and the way everyone's seating, you'll have a view of the family room as well as this beautiful courtyard, or what will be a beautiful courtyard when we're done with this project. Now wait, before you fall in love with this one and say this is it, I want you to look at plan B, or option B, what we're calling kitchen on the garage. This is a little unconventional, but I want to share with you why I love this one so much. Now what we did in this floor plan is we flip-flopped the kitchen and the dining room. When I was looking at the dining room, I thought, wow, look at these 2 long walls that could house a lot of cabinetry and create a very beautiful focal wall. And at the same time, we flipped the dining room to allow for that same idea of consolidating the breakfast and dining room into one room and allow the dining room to have a very beautiful view into the courtyard. Now, what I love about kitchen on the garage is if you're standing in the kitchen, you can look right into the living room as well as see what's going on in the dining room. This room allows for a great big long old table, so we can bring in a beautiful rustic farmhouse French country style dining table. So if you're sitting here having a meal, you have a great, very peaceful viewpoint. Now, the only downside to this plan, yes, this one actually has a downside too, is it's going to be at the front of the home. So when you walk in through the door, there will be a little wall, but then you will see the kitchen. You will see the kitchen in both plans, but you will be immediately able to step into the kitchen after a couple of feet of wall. And so I think about the homeowner who's really messy. Maybe they don't wash their dishes on time. They're the I'll do it later kind. This may not be the right fit for them. But if you're anything like me, or all of the people who I know in my family, we tend to congregate around the kitchen, and I'd love for that to overflow into the family room and into the dining room. So as you can see, there are incredible pros and a few cons to either plan. Now, usually we can all rely on budget to help eliminate one of the options, but in this case, it's gonna be about the same whichever way we go. And that's why I'm in such a dilemma, because I really can't decide which plan do I love more. And here's where I need your help. So I would love to hear your thoughts on which flow, which circulation do you like better? Which of these homes, if you were to walk in, would you want to buy or make sense for the way you and your family live? I want to hear from you. Leave your thoughts and your comments in the comment section below. And you don't have to be a professional or a designer or have any design expertise to have an opinion. We all know what feels like home to us, and that is exactly what I want to hear from you this week. I'm very excited to share this project with you because this is the start of a whole home renovation that I cannot wait to share with you. This is the very beginning and a sneak peek, but later this year I'm going to be sharing with you beyond the floor plan and circulation, but all of the finishes, the colors we select, the fabrics, the furniture, the wallpaper, the before and after, and I can't wait for you to see it and follow along. If you want to follow along, make sure that you hit the subscribe button or the follow button so you don't miss when this series launches. If you love this episode where you're stuck in the dilemma with me, give this episode a thumbs up so I know that you like this type of content. After that, head over to my blog where you can sign up to receive your design newsletter and soak in hours of design tips. Till the next time we meet, keep using your amazing design gifts to create heart in your home. And it's very crowded. Let me start over in the middle of the house. Okay. Now what we did in this floor plan, I was about to say you can do. Then make sure that you ring the bell, don't hit the bell, ring the bell. I'll start over.